Hello everyone. So in this Power BI project, we are going to analyze this data which our client has given into a stunning dashboard. So this is the data which is in a text file. I have mentioned this file in our description so you can download it and work with me. So we will going to analyze this file into a dashboard. So let's get started. First, you have to open a Power BI. As this is a .txt file, so we will be importing a text file. We will select a blank report and then get data. After opening this, we have to find the source from which we are going to import the data. This will be text and CSV. So we will select this source and click on connect. After that, you have to locate the file where you have stored it. I have stored it here. So product data.txt file and then open. As we can see, the data is not clean. So we will have to clean this data first and then create a report on this. So this is our unclean data. We will have to clean this. And to clean this, we will use Power Query Editor. And to open Power Query Editor, we will click on this transform data button. So this is our Power Query Editor. Now, what are the problems in this data which we have to fix? If you see it, you can see that there are no proper column headers and the data. There are some null values and there are some unnecessary data which we don't actually need. Our column headers are in these fourth number of row and there are no proper data types. So let's clean this data step by step. So first of all, we don't need the top three rows as there is no data which we actually need. So we will remove the top three rows, and to remove them, we will select the home ribbon and remove rows option. We have to remove the top three rows, so we will select the remove top rows. After that, how many number of rows you have to remove? We will write it. There are three number of rows, and click OK. As you take any step, you can see the applied step column has added a top row, remove top row step. If you have by mistaken removed something else, you can remove this step from here, or you can change the step from this settings option. Now, next, there are some blank rows which we don't need actually. So we will remove these blank rows too. And to remove them, we will go to remove rows and this time select remove blank rows and click on this. Now the blank rows has also been removed. Now there is this line which we need to remove. How can we remove? There is no specific option to remove the second number of row. So we will select this filter button. And in this filter button, we will find the row which has this dotted line. So we will go towards down and this is the line which we want to remove. So we will untick this and click on OK. So that 9 has been also removed. Now, there is another problem. The column headers are not properly in the column headers option. So we will have to do this. But there is still also one problem that all of the column headers are in a same column. So we have to split this column and separate all of these column headers. To do this, we will click on this column to select and we will click on the option to split columns. After that, we will select by delimiter. By delimiter, there is this delimiter which is a pipe symbol which separate the two columns. So we will select this pipe symbol. In this option, you can see that there are most common used delimiters, but our pipe symbol is not here. So we will select this custom option and write the pipe symbol here. It's shift and the key above enter. And this is our pipe symbol. Split at. This option allows us to split only from the left delimiter, right, or in each occurrence. As we have multiple delimiter, so we will select each occurrence of this delimiter and click on OK. After that, our column header has been separated by the delimiter, but it also created another problem, which is our data has also been separated. So order numbers are below order number column, but the order date has been separated and our order date is somewhere right here. So what we have to do is we have to combine these two columns so that here will be the order date and the null values will be replaced with these columns. So we will combine these two columns, and to combine two columns we have to select both columns. So first we will select this date column, move right and press on control, hold it and select the another column. Now two columns have been selected. First this order date and this date column, and then we will go to transform. In transform you will find a merge columns option. Click on that and you will select a separator. Keep it none, and we don't need actually to name it, so we will press on OK. And after doing that, we can see that the order date and the dates have been combined. For order numbers, order date. Now we will do the same thing for product and category. The name is here and just the next column is here. So we'll select this column, press and hold control and click on this column and click on merge columns and click on OK. We will repeat this same process for every column. Now price per unit column. So we will go and this should be the price per unit after the total. We will select this and price per unit. Control hold and click on this, merge columns and then OK. Now the quantity. So this must be the quantity column. So we will click on this, press hold control and click on this and merge columns and click on OK. Now we are left with this total column and there are two columns left. So what we should do? If you see clearly, you can see that there is somewhere this data is here, but this is null. If this is null, then the data is here. That means they both are the total column, but they are in a separate. So the one value is here and another is here. And this is our total. So actually we have to combine three columns instead of two. So we will click on this, press and control, click on this and click on this. We have combined three columns and click on merge columns. Keep this as a none and OK. Now we have this total column. There is one more option. If you see that merge one, there are product and category. Both are separated with a comma. So this is product and after comma there is a category option. So we will click on this column and we have to separate the product and the category from this. If you see the delimiter is this minus sign. So we will click on this column, go to home, split column and by delimiter. And this time it has already assumed that this was a minus sign and we will click just OK. You might also face one problem that your names are somewhere with space. There are unnecessary space in this column name. So if this problem arises, what you can do is select the column, go to the transform, select format and trim. This option will remove that unnecessary space from the starting of the name and from the ending of the name. Just click on this and that extra space problem will be solved. Okay, so mostly we have done all the cleaning. The next step is our column headers are in this row first and we have to create them in the upper column as a column header. So how we can do this? Go to the home and use first row as headers. Select this option. Okay, when you will click on this, the first row will become the column headers and it will add another step automatically, which is change type. So it will automatically assume the data type according to the data. So we can see that the order date has a data type date. If this is not done automatically, you can select this by clicking on the icon and then select the correct data type for that column. In this case, every column has a correct data type. So we will leave this as it is. And now we have cleaned all the data and we will close and apply. And now we will make the report. So we will press on close and apply and wait for it to load the data. So our data has been loaded. We can find this data in the data pane. This is our data and we will create a dashboard using this data. To make dashboard, we will first make the background. Okay, so we will format the canvas. So to format canvas, go to visuals and these are the option to format this. We will select the canvas background. This should be a little gray color. After selecting the color, the canvas is still white because the transparency is automatically this 100%. We will reduce this and now you can see that the gray color has been there. You can explore these settings and format according to your own need, but we will just keep it simple. Okay, so we have done this. Now our data dashboard needs a title. So in order to give that title, we will go to the insert and select the text box. After that, we will write our title here. This could be analysis. Okay, so this text data is a really small format font. So we will control A to select the data and increase the font size. We can change the text bold it. This is also you can do it as per your liking. Okay, after that, we will reshape this. If you're facing a problem in moving this text box, because the text box cannot be moved with by clicking inside it, you have to click on the extreme and this line. You have to pick this line and now you can move this data. Okay, or you can use these three dots to move this around. Okay, now we will give it a proper background, or let's just keep the color to white. Now the background and the text is also white, but we will change the background color by clicking on this and go to effects and select the background to a darker color. Okay, so we have given our dashboard a title. Now we will add charts in it. So to make this, we will first make a bar chart. Okay, we can select category. You just have to drag this and drop it to the y-axis. Now we have category on the y-axis, and on the x-axis we will compare it with total. So we will get this chart. We can format this as per our needs. So how to format a chart? By clicking on it, select it, go to the format your visual options, and then you can format this. Now we can click on bars and then select the colors to match our title. Okay, if we want borders, data labels, we can on the data labels, and then values to increase the font size, bold it. So now our title has bold. We want to we want our y-axis to have a proper font. So we will go on a y-axis option and increase the font size and bold it. Now this has also been bold. We don't need this y-axis title. So we will go on y-axis and we will search for the title, and we don't want it, so we will off this. We have also used the data label, so we don't need the x-axis title nor its values. So we will go to x-axis and of this values and titles too. Now our chart has been made. We can rename this for a proper name, and to rename a chart we can go to general and then title and just rename to a proper name, total sales by category. Okay, so we have done this. Now we need to add some KPIs like total sales, total number of orders, like this. So for that we will select a card, place it on the top, and select this, bring the total into the field and drop it. This is our sum of total. So this is not a proper name, we want total sales. So we can also go to this general. There is no title, so the title come into the top. So we can, if you want to change this, we can change the name of this field. So go to this drop down option and select rename for this visual, and you can rename this, and this will rename from there. So this is total sales. Now this is also has been renamed. We want to format this, so we will go to format, call out value. Call out value is that main text, so we don't want this to be such a large font. We can keep this on 40. Go to general, go to effects. If you want to a specific background color, so you can select from here. I don't want, but I want some borders, so I will click on these borders. Keep the border color to white. I don't want this to look some red, but I want some round corners, so I will round these corners and place some shadow to it. Okay, so this has looked pretty nice. This is our total sales. Now to make other KPIs, what you can do, instead of creating this once again, what you can do is just click on this, press Ctrl C to copy this and Ctrl V to paste it, and we will create another copy of total sales. Now from there you can click on this, remove this field, and now if you want a total number of orders, so what we can do is we can count the product. So we will just bring this product, and by default it take the first product, so instead of that we will change this to count. So this is the count of product. we can rename this total product. So this is total orders. If you want total unique products, you can also do this by Control C, Control V. And this time we want total unique products. And for that, what we will take, if you want unique values from any column, you will select that column. Like we are going to select this product. And instead of count, use count distinct. This will count the distinct value in that column. If we click on this, we will get the total unique products, which are 27. So we are getting 27. We will rename for this visual and write unique products. Okay. Now what we can do, if we want average order quantity, so for that we have this quantity column, which we can use for calculating average quantity. So we will create a copy of this, remove this field from here, bring this quantity field to fields, and by default it is doing the sum of quantity, which we don't need. We want average quantity, so we will select on this and we will select average. So this is the average of quantity. We can rename for this and a proper average quantity, or we can see average order quantity. Okay. Average price per unit. If you want to calculate average price per unit, we will create another copy of this, remove this, and now we will create average price per unit. So we will price per unit, we will get this and do the average. So this is the average price per unit. Average price per unit. Okay, so we have created this. Okay, what we can do, what we can create next, we can also create total number of unique categories. To do this, we will just copy this, paste this, untick this, and bring the category to this and do the average or count distinct. Unique, and we will rename this to unique categories. Unique categories. So we have made our KPIs. Now they are not properly arranged. So what we can do, we can just arrange the last one and the first one. Don't try to arrange everyone in the between to get the equal space. What you can do is press and hold control, select all the KPIs. Now go to the format and select this align option. We want to align them equally. So we will expand this option and align middle. And align middle will align, we will select align distribute horizontally. This will distribute every KPI horizontally, which will have equal space in them. Now what we have to do, we will space for this. Okay, we will create another. We have already created category wise total sales. Now we will category wise order quantity. So we will select pie chart. We will select product wise total sales. We have a lot of number of products, so we will not select product, we'll select category. So this is every category and its contribution. Now you can select a table, take products, so we will get every product, its total. To get the total sales, we will rename for this visual, so we will total sales. Now we have every product, its total sales and its total quantity, so we will select the quantity and drag it and drop it. Now we have the total quantity of this. If we want the total number of orders for every product, so we can select any column you can select and just count this. So count of category is actually the number of times each product is sold. Total orders. So there are 4 number of orders and the total quantity was 9. So this is the meaning of this. And what we can also add, so we will just keep this to this. We have this order date, so we can utilize this. We will create a line. We will select our order date, expand this and expand the date hierarchy. We will select the year and the month from the order date, and on the y-axis we will select total. We can select the day if we want a detailed. Okay, so this was for every day how much total sales we had. Let's format this a little bit. Okay, so this is how there are some things we can do. We can create slicers in it, so we will add a slicer and we will place it on the top of the table. Okay, and for the slicer we will select a category called year, so we can analyze the data according to year. This is the year. We don't want this tile or this type of, we want a drop down, so we will go to the format, select slicer settings and keep that slice style to drop down. So this will give us a nice drop down list. Actually we only had a data of 2023. That's not a problem if you have another year, so it will become like this. Okay, so we don't want the background to be this white, so we can go to general settings and go to effects and switch off this, or just keep the background color to the same. Visual borders, we have to do something else. Okay, so the background must be white for this. Okay. Okay, so the value font color should be white. Okay, so the font color should be white and bold. Okay, so this is how we will creating the year. We'll click on this, create a copy and paste it. And for the next one, just remove this field from here and add the category field from. So we will have a category. From here we can just remove this and select a product. So now we have a product in all of this. So this is our complete dashboard which we made. This is interactive, so you can interact with this. If you want to analyze the electronics, click on it and it will analyze the data for the electronics product. If you want to analyze using the slicers, you can select this. Okay, so there is this problem that our text font is not visible. You can fix this. Go to format settings, slicer settings, values, and then black. So this is how we can get this. Okay, we can do this with everyone. Should be black. Should be black. Okay, so the ears now has these options. So if we select the footwears, we can analyze the footwears. This is our complete dashboard. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more projects like this.